One, two, three. Howdy there. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I saw you moved in here recently, and I saw all these plants.
Yes.
Tell us about them. What are they, and why are they here? There's a lot of them. This is only a few.
Yeah, so I have about 350 plants. Which
What plants of
orchids?
orchids? Yes.
So when we moved here, we had to find homes for each and every one of them.
Yeah.
And I had to fit them where they would go or could go. So I've got some here, some around on other trees, and some in pots at the front.
And some everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes, even on the clothesline.
Any in the house?
A few in the house that are
Yeah,
in flower,
yeah.
but when they're not in flower, they generally stay outside.
Now, the obvious question is, why orchids, and why 350 of them?
It's a long story, but I just got interested in them about 8-9 years ago.
Yeah.
And from one plant, it just grew and grew and grew, and eventually up to about 350.
And you couldn't stop.
Couldn't stop.
No.
It's an addiction. Sadly, it's an addiction.
I've never heard anybody being addicted to
Oh,
growing orchids.
there's a lot of us around. We're
Yeah.
not abnormal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun and enjoyable for me.
So how did you move them? I mean, that's a lot.
Yeah, a couple of trailer loads and
Yourself?
Family members.
helped me move them from
Right.
from Narrowena to here, and managed to find homes for all of them. So
But we'll have a look at where you've
sure.
cleverly placed them.
Yep.
But just quickly, why did you move?
Oh, we in between houses, so we sold our house in Narrowena, and we've actually now bought another house elsewhere, but that doesn't settle for quite a while. So we had to find somewhere in the interim, and this place came up, and a lovely wife found it, and now we have somewhere to live.
How did you find it?
Well, I was on the internet and so many of my friends said, you've got to be quick because 20 or 30 applicants come in and
Yeah.
you're going to be lucky if you get it. And I
Yeah.
thought, well, we don't have dogs, that's a good thing. But I just was on the internet all the time and it came up and it'd only been on the internet for half an hour and I rang the agent, I said, I want the house. He said, but you haven't even seen it. I said, it's fine, it's in the right area and it's got the right amount of bedrooms. I'll have it. And he went, right. How about I show you the house at 4 o'clock tonight? I said, okay, done, let's have a look. And then I brought my sister over to help me have a look and we thought, there's room for the orchids, there's
Yeah.
some grass for the kids.
Yeah.
Done.
Done.
So-
Well, that's decision making.
Yes,
It is.
very quick.
Got to be quick.
Have you ever done that before?
No.
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 It's first time.
But I mean, making a quick decision.
No, I usually think about things a bit more.
Generally.
But when you know that
Yeah.
you just had to
Had to
have
find
something
Yeah,
and then I could know, husband here could relax
Yeah.
because we had
had
something.
somewhere.
So
yeah.
did you ring him then when?
Yeah.
I did.
I linked to the internet to have a look at the house, and that
Yeah.
was it, and said, yeah, that's fine.
Right.
So I trusted her.
Yeah. That's good.
That was good, isn't it?
And did you have to do anything to the house?
No,
Not really.
Not
No,
really?
No, it's
just
Been
we
pretty
left
good.
quite a few boxes at my mum's place and we've still got boxes in the garage here.
Yeah.
So we just didn't unpack everything.
But
When
you-
I was packing, I strategically packed just For a
But
small-
but did you use a professional mover at all?
to move the things. I did all the packing and then we had a removalist come and take things to my mum's and then take things to here.
And did that work out okay?
Yeah, it worked well. It was a really good removalist. Handed with someone recommended him. So
So that's how
yeah.
you got them.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Now, just quickly before I get you to show us the other orchids, you've been married for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you meet? Where did you meet?
My goodness. Through a friend's wedding, actually.
At the wedding?
Not at the wedding, at the prelude to the wedding, and we got to know each other quite quickly within 2 or 3 days of the wedding. And then at the wedding, we were sitting together, and it led from there. And I was in Melbourne, she was in Sydney, and then we had to make some logistical changes. And
But
that's-
when you were sitting together,
we were sort of together already
you were already
because of the previous few days.
So that was fairly instant decision as well.
sort of. Yeah,
There you go. Yeah.
Right.
kind of, yeah.
And did you ask him out? Or did he?
I asked her out, and we had 3 dates within 2 days, I think it was.
Yeah. How did you ask her out?
I can't
You
exactly
come for a
remember.
cup of tea
Cup
with
of
me
tea, I
after-
think. Yeah, cup of
the
tea.
initial meeting.
So, cup of tea. That
And
was
look
good.
where it led.
Yes.
Yes, I know.
One of them. and the other one.
Hi.
This is Oscar and this is Peter.
How old are you?
I'm 7.
7. And you are
10.
10.
Yes.
And you're dressed for a party.
Yes. Kind of.
Kind
Party,
of.
yes. A dinner and party.
Terrific. What are you going to be when you grow up, Oscar?
I don't really know.
Not yet. Okay.
Hairdresser.
A hairdresser. Okay. Well, that's handy.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, very handy.
Would you show us some of the
Yeah, sure.
orchids and where you've managed
Managed
put
to hide
three-
them? Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Absolutely.
Are these
Around the tree.
these are orchids too?
Yes, all of these are orchids. All these little ones are orchids. All of these are orchids.
Do you have names for them?
No, but they do have names, but I can't.
But I mean,
remember all.
with the official names you have, but not nicknames.
No, definitely. No, I'm not that
Okay.
strange.
Well, I just wondered.
Yes, no, I'm not that strange.
Okay. Here's a hanging one. So what? But then they grow. You were saying that they actually expand. You know,
Yes.
that's how they. That's how you.
The mess. Yeah, so we can divide them and give them away as presents to friends and family,
Which you do.
which we do.
But you still have 350.
Yeah, I know, because you keep dividing. So here's some other ones which are sort of out, just growing slowly there.
Right.
And there's a mix of a few here.
Right.
Then in the tree, a couple Australian
Lots.
native orchids there.
Yes.
And then some other exotics from
And
overseas.
there's
Very
some
nice.
over there.
So just find any place I can where there's enough light and not too much light, and they'll get rain. So that they're in flower now. Sometimes I'd bring them in or take them to shows.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
So they're getting a
Shows.
bit big, yeah, orchid shows. And there's the rest of them. So needless to say, my wife doesn't
Doesn't do any washing.
No, she does washing, but we don't actually dry it on the clothesline. So this actually came.
It's
came
called
in.
the orchid line.
This is the orchid,
Orchid
line.
line.
Yeah. So on here, there's probably 100 or something
Uh-huh,
like that.
uh-huh.
And there's a few down here. A few down here.
Oh yeah.
Coming into flower now, and then quite a lot in the final sort of, sorry about that, final spot is up here under cover, which
Ah, yeah.
protected quite a lot of them from the cold
Uh-huh.
winter.
So, but the other ones did okay
Yes, most of them did okay.
because they're undercover as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. So a lot of these little ones are coming into flower now. So they'll be in flower in a week or a couple of weeks.
Right.
And there's a couple in flower there.
Do they take much care?
A little bit. A little bit.
And he
But
spends
I-
lots of time with them.
Yeah.
But it's my sort of relaxation.
Yeah. And
Gets
so
a bit much at times, but I'm trying to balance that.
trying to balance work with
Work with kids and family. And
Ingrid, I hesitate to ask, but do you have a hobby or an interest?
Nothing like this. No, not at all.